Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. For people who are viewing the channel for the first time, please do subscribe to my channel and then click the bell icon. In this channel, you do have like a separate playlist for the travel guidelines from USA to India and India to USA. So you can go to the playlist and watch all the videos. If you have any questions, always do comment below. We'll be happy to answer. We have a separate Facebook page for that. I have given the link for the Facebook page in the video description. And we do have like a WhatsApp groups which we had been doing for the past 5 months. We'll keep updating you all the latest information. Let's move on to the video. Today, December 4th, recently updated guidelines are the airlines from USA to India. So let's see which are the airlines which is allowed to travel from USA to India. Air India, United, Emirates and Qatar and British Airways. The restriction on these airlines are Air India and United, no restriction. OCA card holders and any Indian passport holders can travel, or any Indian visa holders can travel. Emirates and Qatar also the same. So British, when coming to British, OCA and all Indian tourist visa has been suspended right now. So only emergency visa holders and any Indian passport holders can travel via British right now. Let's move on to the steps which has to be followed after booking the flights. Once you book the flight, you have to fill the self-declaration form in the Air Suvidha website. This is the website. So here you may see request number, which you don't have to fill right now, just the contact number, passport number, flight number, and the PNR number is nothing but the booking number which will be given in the flight ticket, like the 6-digit number with the alphabets and numbers. It differs for each airline. Emirates has different kind of number. Air India has different kind of number. This is the flight booking number, the PNR number. So you have to fill in that and get into the air declaration form. So request number you may get after filling the declaration form. So once you fill the declaration form, this is the copy of the PDF which you get through the email. So this PDF you have to take the printout. So this is the copy. So you can add how many ever passengers you're traveling with in the same declaration form, like a passenger 2, passenger 3 and passenger 4, like that. So this is a copy of it. So here you'll be given the registration number which you'll be using to edit the details later on. The next step is to take the COVID test. The COVID test should be taken 72 hours within the departure time, and then after getting the result you have to upload in the exemption form. I have given the link for you. Sometimes you may get the reply from them or may not get the reply. Just take the copy of the email you are getting. So sometimes if the result does not have the RT-PCR test in it, mentioned in it, your exemption may be rejected sometimes. So make sure the time and the RT-PCR should mention in the result before uploading the COVID result in the exemption website. So this is the overlook of the Air Suvidha exemption form. Again, it's the same kind of like a self-declaration. You have to fill in all the details and upload the COVID test results. So this is the sample email which you get after applying for the exemption. So you'll get, we received the request for the exemption under the RT-PCR certificate. So just take the copy of this email. After applying, just you'll get a confirmation email, just to take a printout copy of it. For Air India and United Airlines, they don't need a COVID test result to board the flight. What all the passengers do is they just give the test and they board the flight. By the time they reach Delhi or Mumbai, they get the result in their email, so you can easily show it in the destination city, so to avoid the institutional quarantine. So first you have the self-declaration form filled and the PDF you got. You have to take the printout and keep it ready. Next is the exemption, the email printout, you have to keep it ready. Next is the COVID test result which you get. You have to carry almost like 2 to 3 copies based on the airline you travel. They may ask you while boarding and stopover, and then in the final destination they keep asking this result. So better to have 3 to 4 copies. Make sure, again I'm telling you, make sure the time taken and the RT-PCR is mentioned in the COVID copy. If Chennai is your final destination, the infants above 6 months should carry the COVID test result. This is not for other states. Other states mention that less than 10 years old may not carry the results. So after taking the COVID test results report, next is the e-pass. Each state has different rules. Again, when coming to Tamil Nadu, you have like a e-pass rule. So you have to register for the e-pass. After applying for the e-pass, you may get the confirmation again in another couple of hours. So just take 2 to 3 printouts of it. This is the Sampo TN e-pass I'm showing you here. So you have to take a printout of this one, which may be dark in color when you take the printout. Just for the QR code, you may need it. So I have given you some details regarding the COVID RT-PCR test centers. Almost all the CVS around US do the RT-PCR. Almost all the Walgreens do that. Next is the testfortravel.com is the website I'm giving you in the video description. All the URLs, so you can go ahead and click it, and then you can search for your own local area. Health 360 is the one which is comes under the Dallas area. So it's free for the people who don't have any insurance. So better for the parents who comes here without insurance, and then they can get it done tested freely in Health 360. I have given the link for that too. So these are the steps which you have to follow while traveling. First is the self-declaration form. Next is you have to get your COVID test done. If not done over here, you have to get tested over there in the destination. So it's free here, so better better make use of it. And then next step is the exemption. Just apply for the exemption and get the print of the email, and then carry the COVID results copy in your hand. And then if your state has e-pass, then you have to carry the e-pass copy again. So if you have any questions, please do comment below. We'll be happy to answer. Now I'll meet you again in next video with another update. Thank you so much for watching.